Good morning, my fellow marketing chums. This is your 1-minute recap on our Riverbank marketing newsletter. All right, first I'm starting off with an ask to unsubscribe. If you're not really a fan of digital marketing stories for small businesses, I'm asking folks to unsubscribe because I'd rather have a small list of true fans than a large list of people that I'm annoying. So the first story I'm highlighting today is Google's new algorithm, page experience. And it's different than their previous algorithm changes because they're focusing on the user experience, which I think is significantly different on how they measure user experience than what agencies and web design companies measure experiences. So I think it's important to understand what those changes are in terms of an SEO and understanding what they're looking for. They get really technical when they describe some of these things, so I try and break that down into layman's terms. But I think the most important or the best part of this whole thing is this quote here: "A good page experience doesn't override having great relevant content." Take a look at that article to learn about that update. The next thing I'm highlighting here is what not to post on 9/11 from the anniversary we had this past weekend. I was doing an email campaign every Tuesday out to an audience of 80,000. Every day has a holiday, and so I would design this email blast for whatever the holiday was, and then when September 11th fell on that day, I came up with the design for that, and then within minutes of releasing that email, I got a flood of emails of people threatening to never use my customer service again. I think that's an important story about when you're marketing on a particularly sensitive day like that. I think you should check that out to hear the rest of that story. The third and final story I'm highlighting is this story where I interviewed a guy with a 360 camera and a wireless mic. This story is about how I was able to film it, interview it, capture the audio, all while this gentleman I was interviewing didn't stop what he was doing. Probably the most efficient video I've ever captured. Down here, I'm showing you kind of the independent clips from the camera that I captured. Then I've got the audio that I captured, edited down without the music, so you can kind of hear how the edit went. And then I'm highlighting this music I used and why I use music. And then the gear that I used, you can read more about that gear. Definitely check that out. And that's it. That's the newsletter for this week. And don't forget to unsubscribe if this isn't of value to you.